Hi everyone, welcome to my 5th episode of Ashley Smith Properties. In this episode I'm going to be discussing the different locations you can live in Toronto. To start with, I am currently situated right in King West, in between Bathurst, King, Portland, and Front Street, which is a great little nook for a lot of people because it offers a lot of greenery, which you don't normally see downtown, but you can definitely find it. There's a lot of low-rise buildings around here, people walking their dogs, great community feel. So to start off with, this would also be considered the entertainment district. It's bordering on Niagara, which is just west of Bathurst, but we're going to call this the entertainment district. So to give you a bit of information about the entertainment district, it's very sought after for a lot of people who are first moving to Toronto. Mostly because it's where all the restaurants are, it's where all the young people go, it's where the clubs are, it's where the shopping is. It's just a great location for a lot of people and really does offer a community feel just because of the fact that everyone you know is probably living in this area. Negatives about living downtown is the fact that it's a lot more expensive than living in Queen West, Liberty Village, St. Lawrence Market, which are other places that I'm going to cover in this segment. Whether you're renting or buying, it tends to be pricier just because you are literally in the hub of it all. A great option if you still want to be downtown and near everyone is City Place. City Place is located just south of the tracks. Along Fort York is where City Place is. City Place is actually built by one builder, Concord, and what they've done is they've just taken a bunch of buildings and placed them all along Fort York for people to live in. These buildings tend to be a lot cheaper to buy, a lot cheaper to rent, have great amenities. Some have squash courts, basketball courts, bowling alleys, etc. So I would definitely suggest it if you are someone who finds amenities important. Another area I quite like, which is near there, is Maple Leaf Square, which is located right where the Air Canada Centre is. And it's great for a lot of people who enjoy sports and want to live right where the action is. Also for people who want to have quick access to the Gardiner Expressway as well as the DVP. Another point on this is that this area does have very quick access to Union Station, the Up train, etc. So if you are someone that needs to be able to access a certain point of transit quickly, I would definitely recommend this area to you. On the other side of Fort York and City Place, as I mentioned before, is an area called Fort York. So pretty much Fort York continues along and creates its own separate area and its own separate entity. Not as much going on over there. There's quite a few condo buildings and they tend to be quite a bit cheaper. You've still got public transit right beside you and you're still downtown, but the problem is there's not as many shopping centers or restaurants, grocery stores, etc. So if that's important to you, then I wouldn't recommend there necessarily. But it's definitely a great area if you want to live near the water, if you want cheaper rent, or if you want something to purchase that's up and coming. So great option for a lot of people. If we continue going west, that's where we hit Liberty Village, which is right at Strawn, going to Lakeshore, then going to Dufferin, and then up to Queen. So it's quite a big bracket. Part of this is also called Queen West. It's all kind of lumped in together in some ways. This area is also a great area. It has a very family feel in a way where you see people out all the time walking their dogs, taking advantage of the nice weather, couples walking, holding hands. It's very nice community feel because it's a bunch of buildings that they've created there and added grocery stores, restaurants, you name it, all just within that vicinity to kind of expand the area and to grow it. So I would definitely recommend that area for anyone who doesn't want to live in the hustle and the bustle of it all, which is the entertainment district, because it would probably be next to the second best thing. In my personal opinion, the second best thing would be St. Lawrence Market. So St. Lawrence Market would be University to Richmond, to Sherbourne or Parliament, depending on how far you want to go, and then down to the water again at Lakeshore. This area is great because it offers something that you don't normally find in downtown Toronto, which is a beautiful, I guess, serene atmosphere. You've got the water very close to you again. You've got the St. Lawrence Market, which is a massive market where a bunch of street vendors will go inside a large structure and sell their meats, sell their fish, cheeses, etc. So it's just a very great community feel here as well. And you are just steps away from the financial district, which is where most people work in their younger years. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think if there's any other places that I would recommend, but I think that those are the top ones. So to repeat that again, there was the Entertainment District, Liberty Village, City Place, Fort York, Maple Leaf Square, and St. Lawrence Market. So if you are moving to Toronto and don't know the area as well, please feel free to give me a call and I can give you more information about these areas, but I think you'll do fine in any of them. Hope you guys enjoyed this segment, and I'll see you next month.